Hey, good morning, everybody. It is your Pratt Pack, and we are getting ready for an extremely intense, busy day. Still to come from the Pratt Pack gym. We're going to be talking to Coach John Miller, arguably, but in my opinion, there is no argument, the greatest high school basketball coach ever in this part of the country. We will preview Game 3 of the NBA Final tonight at the Quicken Loans Arena on ABC, where the NBA champion LeBron James Cleveland Cavaliers find themselves down 2-0 to Golden State. We'll preview it with John Miller. And also on CMT tonight, it's the Country Music Awards. Scott Tatey, the entertainment writer of the Beaver Allegheny County Times, will join us on the Comcast entertainment line from his home office at the Beaver County Times. But the big story right now trending, Christopher Wray, former Assistant Attorney General in charge of the Justice Department Criminal Division from 2003 to 2005 under then President George W. Bush, is President Trump's nomination to become the next FBI director. Litigation partner of King and Spalding, Special Matters and Government Investigations, also was involved in helping Governor Chris Christie during that Bridgegate scandal. A lot of folks are saying this story kind of strange, coming just one day before what is expected to be a huge testimony of former FBI Director James Comey in front of the Senate Intelligence Committee tomorrow. And also, this is a story that many people believe is taking the heat off of another story that has been trending in the nation's capital, the rift between current Attorney General Jeff Sessions and President Donald Trump. Now, there have been reports that Mr. Sessions had offered to resign earlier this week. Now, as far as Mr. Wray is concerned, he's a Yale Law student, graduate of that amazing Ivy League school, and at one time, the executive editor of the Yale Law Journal. So that's something that's trending today, as are those Senate Intelligence Committee hearings, and U.S. intelligence chiefs, two of the biggest, have come up strong for President Donald Trump. Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats and National Security Agency Director Mike Rogers both said they're not going to get into specifics of their conversations with the president, but they never felt pressure from the Trump administration. More terrorism in the news from Tehran, Iran. Attackers mounted simultaneously gun and suicide bomb attacks on Iran's parliament and the tomb of the republic's founder. 12 people dead, dozens injured. All of those stories throughout the day on CBS Radio. Now, I will be in for the great Mike Pintek this Friday, noon to 3. And coming up on the program in the noon hour, we'll look back at James Comey's testimony with attorney Phil De La Sente in the noon hour. Phil De La Sente. And also in the 2 o'clock hour, more on that and everything happening in Washington with our correspondent and our main man when it comes to politics on KDKA, Mr. Bill Green, gracious to join me. And he'll also be on the air tomorrow with Mike Pintek. So just a couple of days that I'm sure you're going to want to tune into, because a lot of things happening in Washington. Mike Pintek, Bill Green tomorrow, and then Bill Green with me as I fill in for Mike on Friday in the 2 o'clock hour. Sports news. Jonathan Shoup, his second homer in the ninth, tied it, and then Mark Trumbo singled home the winning run, 6-5. Baltimore wins it in 10. Bucks at Camden Yards again tonight. Chad Kuhl gets the start, and it will begin at 7:05 on 93.7 The Fan. Tomorrow they're at home, 1-800-BUY-BUCKS. Get your tickets. The Marlins coming to PNC Park. Should be a great weekend there. 7:05 for Game 1 Thursday night. Garrett Cole gets the start. And as I mentioned, the NBA Final, it will come down to Quicken Loans Arena tonight. ABC down 2-0. Exactly where they were in 2016, and they came back, meaning Cleveland, the NBA champs, to win Game 3 by 30 points. But last year, Golden State didn't have Kevin Durant in the lineup, and Kevin Durant has been just absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen. He has just been on fire. He has really been the spark of this basketball team, and a lot of folks are just wondering what Tyronn Lue and his Cleveland Cavaliers will do to try to slow him down tonight in Game 3. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, back in the Berg, time to ice Nashville. Little Dunkin' Donut ice. It will be Nashville and the Penguins in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final tomorrow night on NBC at 8 o'clock. Mike Doc Emmerich with a call, along with Eddie Olczyk and Pierre Maguire, tied 2 games apiece. That's coming up tomorrow, and we will have much more on that over the next couple of days as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Back shortly, ladies and gentlemen, with John Miller and Scott Tatey. A lot to get to, including the NBA, Game 3 tonight with Coach Miller, and the Country Music Awards happening on CMT. Stay with us.